Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are in the world. And it's time to pick a pile. We have here for you to choose from. We've got rose quartz. We've got a lovely piece of amethyst. And we have a nice piece of carnelian as well. Okay, so make your pick. We're going to start with rose quartz. Okay, then, for those of you who picked the first pile, then the rose quartz. Hopefully you can see that there. Okay, just about, I think. There you go, a bit better. Okay, rose quartz is known as the stone for unconditional love or universal love, love in every kind, between people, animals, literally every kind, a spiritual love, parental love, sexual love, every bit of love that you can imagine, unconditional, universal love. It's also linked to the heart chakra and the blood circulation as well. It's been used for. It's supposed to harmonize energy, restore balance, and bring peace and understanding. It's also a stone that is used for sympathy, compassion, and cooperation. So basically, all these things are everything to do with love and tolerance between people. And as such, it's also a stone that's very good for stress if you get stressed out. So you can cleanse it with water, sage, sand, or the stone selenite. Okay, so it's a stone that you can put underwater as well, rose quartz. So let's have a look here. You've got the Fool, and we have the Empress and the Star upside down. Okay, that's not too bad when it's upside down, so don't worry about that so much. Okay, so the Fool indicates basically you've got opportunities coming up, but will you take them or not? So as you can see there, we don't know whether the Fool is going to walk off the cliff or whether he's going to follow the dog along the side of the drop and not actually fall off the edge. So you never know. Is he going to go where angels fear to tread, or is he going to take the safe route? And it could be the long way around, but he can still get to point B where he wants to go, rather than jumping off and hoping that he lands on his feet. Or he could just jump off, and he might have a parachute in that little bag there. You never know, do you? Now, the Empress is someone that's got a lot of ability to get things done. She's someone that is fertile, not in the pregnancy type of fertile, fertile in ideas, in organisation, practicality, realism. She's someone who can plan and structure things. So whatever the Fool wants to do, the Empress is somebody who can make the plans to do it. She's someone who can organise everything and get it done for him or her. We never know whether that's a male or female, the Fool. Could be either, androgynous. And the little dog at the Fool's feet is a friend. And right, that indicates your friends. There are people there to support you in whatever it is that you're thinking of doing or that you want to do in the future. Maybe this is telling you it's a time to actually make your plans and maybe structure and organise things. And the fact that the Star is upside down, I also get the feeling this is a time of planning rather than actually starting. The Star, even reversed, is not a bad card. If it was upright, I would say go for it, start it. but being upside down, maybe there's a bit more information that you need. Maybe there's a few more things that you need to sort out before you can start on those new projects, or um, move home, or start that new job, or whatever it is that you're planning or that you want from the future. That reverse star is saying a little bit more information is needed. Don't act impulsively, don't act rashly. Plan, organize, structure what it is that you want to do, and then you're more likely to achieve success. If you just jump into it rashly without looking before you leap, you may well fall off the edge of the cliff, and possibility then that you may not land on your feet. So, as I say, plan and organise, be the empress, keep your head screwed on, be realistic, and put those ideas into action with a firm plan and structure behind it. Get your information, get the resources that you need before acting rashly. Okay, and the rose quartz there. So as I said before, the rose quartz, that is unconditional love. So if this is anything to do with other people in any way whatsoever, so it could be, as I say, family members, friends, partners, could be work colleagues, could be neighbours, it could be humanity, could be the earth itself, could be animals around you, anything that you care about. All right, it's telling you to keep those in mind as well, but also look at your friends, get a bit of advice from other people around you. And you may not want to take their advice, but when you get different opinions and different suggestions, it can often help you make choices, but they can also often jog your memory about things that you've forgotten about. Somebody could say something, and you could suddenly think, oh yeah, I need to do research that a little bit more, or maybe that's a tool that you need, or they could say something that just jogs your mind, and helps you out a little bit there. So don't be afraid of asking other people for their opinions. Okay, so go for it, and keep a bit of rose quartz on you as well. Or as I said before in the last one, if you haven't got the actual stone, you can have a picture, or just write the words down on a piece of paper, rose quartz, and visualize that stone in your mind. And it can actually help you, de-stress you, and be tolerant towards other people if they're annoying you, or um, just keep you calm and balanced, basically. So remember that, and good luck, number ones, and all the best, and I'll catch you next time. Bye. Okay, so this is pile number 2, which is our beautiful amethyst, and this is a absolutely gorgeous deep purple colour, and a bit of a white band there as well, because you can just see it there. It's a lovely purple colour, that is. Amethyst is a lovely stone. It's linked to the crown chakra, so your spiritual body is linked to. It can be cleansed with water as well, so you're all right to put that under a running tap. You can also use sage, stone, and the stone selenite. Now, amethyst is really good for pain of all kinds. So if you've got joint pain or anything like that, you just pick up the stone and you can rub it around your hand like that, and it's really good for easing pain. It's also a protective stone, and it's said to release addictions. Now, I've never actually used it for that myself, so I couldn't tell you, but I do know that other people have used it for addictions, and they say it's very good. Okay, now, obviously, just saying that, I need to just point out that These are complementary therapy stones. They're not to be used in place of conventional medical treatment or anything like that. Okay, right, so let's have a look at the cards that we've got for you. Okay, so we've got the Knight of Cups upside down, the King of Swords upside down, and Strength. Okay, right, so King of Cups upside down, he is, well, the Cups is your emotions, your feelings, and you got the King of Swords, which is your thoughts. So this could be saying things that maybe are not the right things to say to other people. Maybe there's somebody around you who's irritating you a little bit, and you're venting your feelings and then regretting it afterwards. Because there's some harsh words that could be said there with the King of Swords being upside down. He can be quite aggressive with his words at times. And with the Knight of Cups, and it's because of the feelings being upside down. Somebody possibly has hurt you. Maybe somebody has said something or done something to you where you want to get back at them with a few choice words, and that's coming out in quite a strong verbal manner, if we put it that way. But the strength card is inner strength. It means that you've got the resolve to get over what it is that's giving you problems, or that person that's giving you problems. If you can, if it's somebody that gives you a lot of problems, if you're able to cut them out of your life, you don't need it. You know, if it's somebody that's just giving you a few problems and they don't normally give you problems, then get over it. Just go sort it out. Just sit them down and tell them, look, you know, I didn't like what you did there. I didn't like what you said. Let's just sort it out and get over it. Open dialogue is often something that is very hard to do, but it's often a way of easing problems and sorting things out, getting a weight off your shoulders. And being the King of Swords as well, with these words, his thoughts, his ideas, being upside down, open dialogue is possibly not being used at the moment. So that's something you might want to look at, those of you who pick this pile. And to say the Knight of Cups with your feelings upside down, again, your feelings can, if you try and analyze the situation, that's a good way of releasing feelings as well, because sometimes when we allow our feelings to take control, our feelings can create all kinds of worries, and even get our imagination involved. I mean, if you think about it, Pisces and Neptune, they're water signs. The Cups is a water sign. Okay, so that could well get your imagination involved. This is why we get anxieties and worries about things that often haven't actually happened, because our imagination runs wild with things, and oh, this is going to happen, and that's going to happen, and that's going to happen, when it actually hasn't. So, analysing a situation is often a good way of releasing feelings or easing the pressure of those feelings. So, try that as well. But as I say, the strength card, that's inner resolve, that's an inner strength. It says that you've got that inner strength to release the problems, to whatever it is that's annoying you, let it go. I mean, if you think about it as well, when we get stressed about worries and anxious about worries, that can also be seen as an addiction, because some people do build up things, and some people seem to be constantly worried about things and constantly feeling negative about situations, and that's also like an addiction, isn't it? So again, keep that amethyst stone with you if you've got one of those stones. If you haven't, you can either get a picture of it or write it down on a piece of paper, amethyst, and it does help. Okay, number two, so I'll catch you next week or next time, I should say, because I don't know whether it'll be in a week's time or a few weeks' time with the way things are going at the moment and how busy I've been, but I will catch you next time. Okay, so take care and I hope everything goes well. Bye. Okay, for those of you who picked pile number 3 and the Carnelian, okay, this is a lovely piece of Carnelian. You can just see that there, lovely orange piece. Okay, now Carnelian is linked to the sacral chakra and it's said to bring joy, lightness of being, and it's said to help restore the emotional blocks or clear emotional blocks and also boost energy. It can be cleansed with sage, sound, or selenite. So I would not recommend putting it underwater because it may be a soft stone. And well, actually, it is a soft stone, so don't put it underwater. Well, that's a beautiful orange colour, and I think you can actually see that brings lightness to you. Lovely, beautiful colour. So let's have a look at your cards. Okay, what we got there, the moon reversed, and we have Queen of Pentacles, and we've got the Tower reversed. Okay, right, so the moon represents the unknown. It's also the feminine symbol, isn't it, the moon? And there you've got somebody following the moon's path. Maybe she's going to do some moon magic outside. But when it's upside down, it means that you're not following your intuition, you're not following your gut feelings. So you need to get a bit more in touch with your intuition. You're very grounded. The Queen of Pentacles shows that you're a very grounded person, which is great because you do need to be grounded when you're dealing with your intuition. You've got a lot of people around supporting you, which is represented by the dog on that card there. You've got, look at all those flowers that are growing. So there's a lot of growth around you, a lot of ideas that you have. You've got a lot of ideas for the future, but you're not trusting your intuition to guide you. Now, the Tower is being upside down. It means that something's possibly happened recently or in the past maybe that's still affecting you now, but it's something that has happened already where you've been disappointed, your plans have not come into action, or you've been disappointed in some way. Whatever it was that you wanted did not come to fruition. It didn't work out. Alright, so when it's upside down though, the Tower, that's saying that it is in the past and you're now going to get the opportunity to try and do it now or in the future. And I would say that's the near future as well. So maybe the time is coming up where it's the right time to try things and to set things in motion. But you do need to get your intuition working. You need to get that gut instinct going. And you know what? I'm just going to pick another card for you as well to see if it gives me any idea of what was involved in that, because let's just have a look. Okay. Alright, so we've got the Chariot upside down there. Alright, now the Chariot sort of says to me that you're being pulled, or you were being pulled in two different directions. Because the Chariot here, if you look, if I turn that way so that you can see, the Chariot here, he's got two horses. one black, one white, going in different directions. And he's got them under control when it's that way. He's managing to focus them and go forward, even though you can see they're trying to go in two different directions. It's upside down. That's saying that you weren't able to control those horses. Maybe you had a decision to make that didn't come off. Maybe there were opportunities there that you didn't get, that you didn't take advantage of, and you've regretted it. It could even be to do with a vehicle or travel. That card, the Chariot card, often comes up with vehicles and travels. So it could have been plans going awry, plans not coming to fruition, and disappointments, cancellations, maybe things like that. But as I say, the Tower card being upside down is saying that the opportunity is coming up again, but you need to trust your intuition, otherwise you may lose out again. With that card being there, I would say there's a lot of indecision, a lot of sitting on the fence, when maybe you should be looking at facts and figures. Trust in your gut instincts, trust in the facts and figures, and making a decision based on those. So just if that opportunity comes up again, get your intuition working, get your facts and figures, get a bit more information, and maybe go for it. Maybe just go for it. And like the Carnelian, it helps, or it's been used to release emotional blocks. So that is something that could well be good, because the Queen of Pentacles, she's an earthy sign. She wants practicality, structure, organisation. She wants to make plans. She wants everything set out, analysed and set out. So maybe you do need to bring a little bit of emotion in here, especially where your instincts are concerned and your intuition is concerned. So maybe that Carnelian, when it's saying that it could help release emotional blocks, maybe that's actually what you need, to bring that emotion into things as well, to keep a balance between the emotional, the practical, and the intellectual. Okay, those of you who picked number 3, so either get yourself a piece of citrine or write it down on a piece of paper, or get yourself a picture and carry it with you, and that might help get your intuition back to or get your feelings balanced again. So try that, see how it goes. Okay, and look out for those opportunities coming back up in the near future for you. All right, so I'll catch you next time. All right, so look after yourselves. Catch you next time. Bye bye.